I'm here at the beating heart of SIBOS's Discover Zone, the place to meet and marvel at the innovators, the newer kids on the block. So what's a well-established large player like ING doing in a place like this? Well, to find out, I spoke with its head of global transaction services, Mark Buitenhek.
Well, actually, it's not so much a contradiction, right? Innovation is part of our DNA, and that's why we wanted to be here, to demonstrate that we're really into innovation.
What have you been doing in, say, the last 12 months in regards to innovation?
Well, that's a fantastic question, and actually there's too much that we've done. So we've acquired a company called Payvision in the acquiring space. We've worked on partnerships with TradeIX, Transformate. We've launched aggregators, Yolt, Cobase. So there's so much stuff that we did, and very active on the blockchain part as well. So great year.
And you've just come off doing a panel discussion about banking tomorrow, or the banking of tomorrow. And you clearly see the role of banks in the future to be partnering with fintechs and innovators and startups.
Yeah, absolutely. So our vision of the future is that banking is really necessary. Banks maybe not so much. So you have to make a choice what to do in banking. And our view is that we either become a platform where banking business comes together with real business, or we become a super product provider, or you do something in infrastructure. The game that we want to play is to be as close as possible to customers and do what we are really good at, means interaction. And that means that you have to make choices, and choices to find the best provider for services. And that could be a fintech, could also be another bank, right? So, and that's why we're here as well in terms of standing around in innovation, because this is the place where a lot of new things are happening, and we just want to learn from that.
So tell me about some initiatives that you're doing in the trade space. What are you working on at the moment?
Yeah, when you look at what's happening in the trade space, so clearly in the trade space, very old-fashioned product, right? The letter of credit, been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. So what we saw in that space is the letter of credit is now less than 50% of the total. For the rest, large corporates and smaller corporates work with open account, which basically don't protect them at all. So it's not really strange that a lot of initiatives in that space on the blockchain started to run, right? The more difficult the problem is, the better blockchain is suited. So we're part of the R3 consortium. We're working in Marco Polo, in Wilson, in Voltron, and together with our partner TradeIX, we're working on all these initiatives. And what they're doing different things. So to give you an idea, Marco Polo is the network that connects corporates with the banks and maybe other types of services. Voltron is working in optimizing the letter of credit via the blockchain. And there are small little islands that at some stage need to come together. And we really believe in that space, and that's why we keep on investing in that area.
And is it ING's job or role or mission to bring those islands together?
Yeah, well, at least it's my personal ambition to bring them together, because if you see, in the end, you can have a separate LC and a separate network, but they need to come together to really make it work. So we're actively participating in a number of these initiatives, together, by the way, with another set of banks that are doing exactly the same. And what we see is that slowly this will converge, and we're actively working on that. You see that how we do this in Voltron and in Marco Polo. And one of the companies that is working for all of them is TradeIX. And TradeIX is a company where we recently invested in and started a commercial relationship with them. And actually from that side we're driving that convergence as well.
Is there a main focus of innovation over the next 12 months for you?
Obviously, the innovation and the innovative part started in the technology space, and the technology space means payments, securities, financial markets, etc.
Mark Buitenhek from ING, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today.